on Page One Media. Look, this is just a quick video to show you how to use this form and to get the best from it. Say let's take a typical example here at the first field, customer count. So this is the number of people that come to your website. A good place to find out how many people come to your website could be your Google Analytics account. You should see if you can get access to that, and then you can put that number in here. Now that varies massively depending on what industry and also on your ranking. So, but let's say you've got 200 people, unique people visiting your website in a month, and you have an average dollar sale. Again, you should know that figure. That could vary massively. That could be, say, a hairdresser might be $70. For a lawyer, that might be $500. So let's just do that. And for a plumber, it might be $250. You need to figure out what that is. And then comes the conversion rate. So this could be anything from, it's typically quite low, much lower than you think. So let's just say it's 1%. So basically basically 1% of the 200 come to your website. And when you've finished filling that in, just press that calculate button and it does a quick calculation where you are right now. So this should give you an indication. 200 people to your website at an average sale of $500 with a 1% conversion rate. That's obviously 2 people that would buy from you in a month, and you'd make $1,000 per month from your website. And that gives you $12,000 in a year. Now, that is the starting point. Now, here is what you will be looking for if you make an increase to some of the parameters on your thing. The first one, which is obviously very important, is the number of people that visit your website. Now, the ranking here is absolutely critical. I'll show you something quickly, because here's a heat map. Now, this heat map basically shows you where people click. The red means this is where, and you can see this is the first entry, the second, and the third here. Most of the people click on the first 3, and then a little bit on the 4th, and you can see further down hardly anyone clicks down here. Here's another image. This is directly sourced from Google. You can see there's a Google logo. This is the measurements that they have done and are putting out there. Here's basically what happens. Typically, if you in the first position, you'd get up to 56% of the clicks. In the third position, 13%, 9%, and then it goes down to just about 2% here. And in the, if you're in position number 7 or so, you get less than 1%. Now that's absolutely amazing. So it shows you how critical it is to be ranked much, much higher. And also to give you an indication on how many people will be searching for you, you can use something like the Google keyword tool. And then you can type in here the words that you think people might be searching for. Make sure that this is selected to New Zealand. Otherwise, you're going to get some big figures there that are not relevant. And you can see here lawyer is 90,500 and lawyer Christchurch 2,400. So all these figures, and it gives you a little bit of an indication. Anyway, let's go back here to the calculator. And so say now you are ranked nowhere on the first page, so you can obviously expect very little traffic, maybe just for people searching for your business and stuff like that. But if you now all of a sudden rank in the top 3 or so, this will dramatically increase, and you can, just for argument's sake, you increase that by 100%, which is very little, unless you already have done quite a bit to your website. So that is sort of a minimum that you can expect. So the next thing that you can expect is the average dollar sale. Let's leave that at no increase there, and we're increasing basically the response rate. Say now your conversion rate is 1%, which is obviously on the lower end, and you do some modifications to your website to convert better, and there are a lot of tricks that you can do, and you double that. So you also get that to 100%. So that only gives you 2 here. So let's recalculate that basically and see what this whole thing pops up. And you can see immediately 48,000 per year instead of the meager 12,000 that you had here. Now that I would say is the absolute minimum that you can expect from some increases on your website. Now here's one additional field that you need to fill in. Now obviously that is going to cost you. either in hiring someone yourself or getting a consultant like On Page One Media to help you with that. And you can then put a cost in here per month, and it will give you a take that into account and gives you an idea on how much profit you would be making in the total. Now, to just give you an idea, that can range. The range can definitely range somewhere from $400 a month all the way to $5,000 a month. It hugely depends on how difficult it is to get you ranked higher. And obviously, if you can also pay very little, and that increase will take very, very long, or you won't get much of an increase. You pay more, you'll see an increase quicker. But just in this case, let's say for a lawyer, I'd say $1,000 is sort of at the bottom end of the investment that needs to be made. And we recalculate that here. And you can see, let's have a look at these figures now. So after all the increases here, you basically have now 400 people a month to you. The average dollar sale is still the same. I think that's another opportunity, but for now we leave that open. You've increased the conversion rate from 1% to 2%, and that basically gives you $48,000 in a year in income from your website, where previously you had $12,000. You also so basically an increase, a total increase here is $36,000. Okay, you're spending $1,000 per month to get this done, and that's $12,000 a year. You have to subtract that from 36,000 here. That gives you a net increase of 24,000. It's a 200% return on investment, which I would say is a very good return on investment. So after seeing this, you get an idea if it's worth for you to do something to your website. Contact us if you want to find out more how this can be done, what the investment needs to be for you, and how long that would take. We really look forward to hearing from you very soon. And thanks for watching this video. Fill in the form now and see what your figures will be. Thank you.